set up all my background stuff while we're here. There we go. Okay, and do that. Multi-stream. There we go. Okay, background all set up, I think. Yep. And sorted. Okay. I think that the stream is ready. Yes, we outie. We're outie here. It is the Manchester Derby. The Manchester Derby. It's all kicking off. The teams are just coming out now, as we can see. As we can see, that's what's occurring. Okay. Okay. Yes, it is the Manchester Derby. Very exciting times. Wait, why has that happened there? Don't like that. His off-the-pitch activities, that's one way of putting it. The absolute shit house through his agent. Just move that. There we go. Sorted. As we can see, we're just going to go through the lineups now. As the teams come out, it looks like Manchester United, after the embarrassment in midweek, have reverted rather to a diamond formation, the infamous diamonds that they love to use, of Pogba, Fernandes, McTominay, and Fred. Pogba playing on that left-hand side as he likes to. Obviously, you can't drop Fernandes in the current circumstances. McTominay, I assume, to give a bit of stability, and and Fred to sort of do a bit of box-to-box play, I assume, but who knows what could happen. And then one also assumes Greenwood, Rashford on the counter-attack using their pace. Sky have got it so that McTominay's playing in the deeper role. I've currently got it as Fred playing in the deeper role, so I might have to change that round. Apart from that, it's a pretty standard team for United. For City, only interesting thing really is that Stones is playing again, which is very interesting. That would be 3 Premier League starts in a row. As we've got Patrick in the chat. How you doing, Patrick? How you doing, my guy? You've joined us for the Manchester Derby. We played some LNobbins earlier, but now you're here. Nice to see you. As I was saying, John Stones is playing at the back for yet another game. Good for him. He's managed to get back some form of form. So, like I say, good news for him. Diaz obviously playing. Cancelo seems to be the choice at left back, which is very interesting considering he is a right back. So it just goes to show what Pep thinks of his options there. Let's just do that so it's a little bit neater. There we go. It's 1 a.m. for you. Why are you still awake? Are you watching the match? Is that why? Because I know you're a bit of a United fan, aren't you? And then it looks like City are playing with a double. Oh yeah, we're at 60 followers. Yeah, it's all good. It's all exciting times. Exciting times indeed. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be double pivot with Rodri and Fernandinho. Looks like that's what's happening. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. There we go. And we're about to kick off. I imagine the players will be taking the knee first of all before anything happens. This is going to be an interesting one. People are having a go, saying, oh, it's just a mid-table clash. Those people are morons. Because if one of these teams wins, well, I know if City win, they go 4th. And United are actually ahead of City right now, so I assume that would be the case there for United also. So realistically, it's not a mid-table clash. It is actually a battle to get into probably a 3rd or even 4th spot. So that's the situation we're in now. It's a very important game, very integral game, and Manchester City are going to be kicking it off for us here. I'm just going to turn my volume up so I can hear it a bit better. Martin Tyler and Gary Neville are the commentators. And Gary Neville making an observation that Pogba... And we got Banana in the chat. How you doing, Banana? Banana, Patrick, Banana. Say hi to each other. John Stones is going to be put under a lot of scrutiny this game. Be interesting to see how he performs. Manchester United deploying a high press at the moment, it seems. But fortunately, or not fortunately, because they lose the ball actually. Fernandinho comes in ahead of Rashford. Mahrez with a lovely little flick. And De Bruyne, it's a 3-on-3 situation currently. De Bruyne tries to play the early ball. Maguire does quite well there. Lovely ball in, but easily dealt with by the goalkeeper. Easily dealt with by the goalkeeper there. And now Lindelof is playing it to David De Gea. David De Gea. Maguire punts it out. It'd be interesting to see how he performs. It'd be interesting to see how John Stones performs. The 2 English centre-halves who, as I've said, have come under quite a lot of scrutiny recently. But as we saw in midweek, it was a Manchester City player playing for Leipzig, on loan obviously, who absolutely decimated United in that first half. They managed to shut him down in the second half, but by that point the damage had already been done and United went crashing out of the Champions League. So this is United's chance for a bit of redemption here. I feel like they're at home, they're at Old Trafford. I feel like they have to win from a United perspective. A draw isn't good enough considering the week they've had, in my view. For City, they obviously want to win every single game. So again, a win is only going to be enough for them. That is the case. That is the case. And City are going to recycle it from the back. Ederson plays it through the left to João Cancelo. And there's big pressing here by Wan-Bissaka. He's come up all the way up the pitch to press that. Pogba in the air against Walker. Pogba wins it. United are playing a very high press, which is very admirable of them. Very admirable. They try to play a ball in at the back. Stones is able to easily pop it back into Rodri. Rodri can't get caught out here by Pogba. Pogba doing some very interesting pressing there on the top left-hand side of the pitch. This is a much more intense United performance so far already in the opening 3 minutes compared to the entirety of the Leipzig game, which is very frustrating from a Manchester City fan perspective, but that's the case. Well, in the last 9 meetings, it's been 2 United wins, 6 City wins, and 1 draw. So history is on the side of Manchester City in this fixture. De Bruyne tried the lovely little outside the ball pass, but just got intercepted by McTominay. Is the who scored thing going to update with the old... There we go. That's what we want to see. Mohammed, thank you so much for liking the stream. That is much appreciated. Make sure that you follow the stream if you haven't already. Okay. Lindelof playing it to De Gea. City not really bothering to press United at the back. It seems they're quite happy for United to have the ball, which is very interesting because in previous encounters, it's often been City with all the possession. Well, not all of the possession, but a majority of the possession, and United will just look to counter. So I wonder if City are going for a more subdued performance in that regard. The emphasis is technically on United, with them being the home team you'd expect, but you never know nowadays. Looks like Fred's winded, perhaps. He's gone down. He's holding his hip, actually. I'm not sure what happened there. It didn't look like there was anything going on. Oh, it's just a coming together with De Bruyne. It's nothing bad. He should be fine. That was just a little physical... What's it called? An impact injury there. He'll be fine. Fred will be fine. And now United get the free kick, and they're just going to recycle it from the back. Lindelof's pass brilliantly intercepted by Fernandinho. Rodri on the ball. Now Pogba tries to intercept, but Kyle Walker is on the right here. He's making a brilliant run with his pace. But Luke Shaw does very well. Does a really good recovery challenge. And now Pogba is potentially away. No, he's not, because Fernandinho has fouled Bruno Fernandes. Prevents that counter-attack from occurring. A very sensible play from the Manchester City captain. Just preventing that counter-attack. Luke Shaw did very well to intercept Kyle Walker's run. And Fernandinho was forced. And Bruno Fernandes is fine. He gets up, he gets on with it. It's all good. He's all fine. But yeah, Banana Patrick, how are you guys doing today? How's your week been? How's your weekend been, actually? What have you been up to this weekend? What do you plan on getting up to tomorrow? Doing anything in particular? Just sort of chilling out? Watching any sports? Seeing any friends, family? Whether virtually or in person? What's the situation? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see, the opening 6 minutes. It's really anyone's game. Currently, obviously, we're only in the 6 minutes. Sterling played... De Bruyne tried to play in Sterling, but Sterling, who has got awful hair today, I've got to say, that's pretty poor hair. That touch was really bad from Sterling. But really bad touch from Sterling, and it goes out for a Manchester United goal kick. You're playing a game now. What game are you playing, Patrick? You got Monday you've got a test. What's your test? What game are you playing, and what is your test on, mate? What's going on? Wait, what did he say about James Milner? Was that the last English person to score for City in the derby or something? I mean, I assume that's what he said. I don't know. May have misheard him. He said last someone, James Milner. So Manchester City are pressing quite high up the pitch. Rodri has come up all the way to press Fernandes in midfield. United are switching it over to the left now with Luke Shaw, who plays it back into Lindelof. City backing off the press now. They're backing off the press, but there's a long ball played in. Kyle Walker's been caught out a little bit there. John Stones just gets it out. McTominay intercepts well. Rodri just sort of punts it in the air to no one. There's a mistake there from the United player, and De Bruyne is able to cut in ahead of Luke Shaw. And Mahrez is on the ball now. He tries to do a dribble. He does too much, in my opinion. Does a little bit too much. Pogba spreads it wide, brilliantly intercepted by João Cancelo. Brilliantly intercepted, actually. He's got Sterling available on the left. He does not find him. He finds him now, but a bit too late. Wan-Bissaka and Greenwood, who's actually come incredibly deep to mark him. United have all 11 players behind the ball at the moment, and we are into United's third. Never mind, we've recycled back to the halfway line. We've recycled back. And here is Rodri. Now. Fernandinho. Getting the ball. Plays it into Riyad Mahrez. It's a bit too heavy, actually. Pogba can nearly intercept it, but he doesn't. But he is out-muscled by Pogba, and the ball goes out. Tries to link up with Walker there, Mahrez, but he couldn't quite pull it off because of the good play from Pogba. Fred's just doing some hamstring stretches here. I don't know if that's related to his previous injury, his impact injury. Really poor throw-in from Luke Shaw, and De Bruyne just intercepts it. Rodri on the ball now. Mahrez tries a little twinkle toe. Sorry, that's Jesus with the twinkle toes. He gets tackled, though. It's very well defended by United. But now, Rashford is on the counter-attack here, and this is what City need to be wary of, because of the pace of Rashford and Greenwood on the break. Stones does very well. A combination of Walker and Stones, rather, do very well to get it out. And it now goes for a City throw-in. But that's what City have to be wary of. They have to be very wary of the pace on the counter-attack by Rashford and Greenwood. They can't be caught out, especially with their attacking They're attacking fullbacks. That is a thing that cannot happen from a City perspective. As you can see, we've currently got a purple background. If and when City score and are winning, that will turn blue. If and when United score and are winning, that will turn red. That is how it works. Walker with a really poor head. Ruben Diaz just tries to clear it out. McTominay with an errant header. And Rodri is able to calmly pick it up and tries to switch it to Jesus, but it's intercepted. There's a lot of intensity in this opening 10 minutes, which is what you want to see really as a football fan. Mara is doing some good tracking on Pogba. Pogba with a reverse ball. Is Bruno Fernandes in? Is he onside? He's apparently onside. Manchester United now have a corner. I'm amazed that he wasn't offside there. But he apparently wasn't. It was a very good reverse pass from Pogba. Let's just check if he is. He's well onside, yeah. He maybe could have tried to hit it first time. João Cancelo just lost his man in Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely there. Needs to switch on a bit more there, João Cancelo. That is the worry with him. He's quite good attacking. He's quite good from an attacking sense, but defensively, nah. And United have the corner, and it's... Oh, McTominay should have scored. He should have scored. That was really poor defending. Lindelof just wins the flick on. Walker is static, does not react to McTominay winning the header. Sorry, Lindelof rather winning the header. And I think McTominay has to score that. That's a big let-off for City. That should have been a goal. Should have been a goal. Fortunately, it wasn't. But it really should have been. City need to switch on there. They can't. If you're going to concede, don't let it be from a shitty corner. João Cancelo is in a bit of trouble here. Wan-Bissaka's come really high up, and that leaves Sterling on his own, really. McTominay is covering at right back. McTominay really fouling him. Just lots of fouling from McTominay there. And City will just restart the attack again. It's been quite even in this opening encounter. United have had the best chance. They really should have scored from it. Probably McTominay should have probably got onto it. Sterling had a chance at the other end, but his poor touch took him away from goal. And as we say... oh, there's a foul there by Lindelof on Sterling. Wan-Bissaka is pushing up really... In fact, I can demonstrate it to you guys. Wan-Bissaka is coming up really high. He's coming like all the way up here to try to track on this combination of Cancelo and Fernandinho here. That does leave Sterling with a lot of space, but then McTominay's covering at right back. So that's some good team play from Manchester United there, making sure that if one pushes up to intercept, the other one will be there to make up for it. But if they keep doing that and City are able to beat the press, escape the press, then there will be a very good opportunity for them. And De Bruyne tries to play in Jesus, but Maguire just intercepts it. The pass wasn't quite perfect enough from Kevin De Bruyne. And Riyad Mahrez here now. It's on the ball. Fred. Pogba into Luke Shaw. Back to Maguire, who just clears it upfield to Wan-Bissaka. It's a very good ball, actually. Fernandes heads it back down into Wan-Bissaka. A little combination with Greenwood now back to the Manchester United centre half. So we're just quite happy to... Oh, there's an issue with Fred. He seems to have really injured his hip, which is very interesting. Because the impact from De Bruyne didn't actually look that bad. As we look at it again... It's just the coming together between De Bruyne and Fred. He's not asked to come off though. He's staying on the pitch. So this would be interesting to see if he can continue. I'm sure he will be able to. Obviously, it's not ideal from a United perspective if they're forced into such an early substitution, but we'll have to see. As we see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's face of anguish and woe. No, Fred's doing that sign. That means he's fine. It must just be... He needs a bit of treatment, I suppose. He's just coming off here, but I think he's not coming off permanently, like I say. I think he'll just get a little bit of treatment. a little bit of treatment, and then he will be fine, I'm sure. And then he'll be fine. Yeah, he does want to come back on. Like I say, he was doing the, you know, calm down thing, so he doesn't want to come off the pitch. As Man City give the ball back to United. And he, yeah, like I say, he's just sprayed a bit of water on his hip, and he is coming back on. So there is no serious injury to Fred, hopefully. And Lindelof has the ball now into Wan-Bissaka. Like I say, City doing a little bit of pressing at the top, but it looks like they're relatively happy for United to have the ball at the back. They're being nowhere near as intense in the press as United are when City have the ball at the back. Or at least what they were doing in the opening 5 minutes anyway. It is a shame that Solskjaer decided to deploy that bizarre back five against Leipzig, but didn't want to do it against City, because if he did, I think City just absolutely destroy them. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But it's all good, I suppose. Stones into... Oh, Fernandinho's dropped into right back for some reason. He tries to switch it into Kyle Walker, who's made a big boy run. Shaw is forced into a mistake, and he gives away the throw-in. He tried to Marshall, if you pardon the pun, and he tried to Anthony Martial him out of play. But it is a throw-in. It is a throw-in. Walker tries to play into De Bruyne. No luck. Are you off now, Patrick? Yep, no worries at all. Enjoy a good sleep, my guy. Get to sleep. Enjoy a good one. Plain horrible to watch, Gary Neville referring to United's previous performances. Shot conversion 5%. Hello? What is that all about? Da-da-da-la. Da-da-da-la. We've got Bruno Fernandes, who swaps it out. Tries to rather. Walker missed. Cues a header. McTominay beating De Bruyne, and Pogba winning that ball in the air, of course, because have you seen how tall he is? Of course he's going to win that. Pogba, again, getting up there for the aerial duels. Again, very interesting to see that Pogba was chosen to play after all the shite that his agent, and by definition him, said about United in the week, about how he doesn't want to be there, etc, etc. But United potentially in here. Flipping heck, Fernandes could have nearly caught onto a long ball on the volley. Fortunately, he was just a bit too late onto it. But goodness me. As we just see the ball here. Yep. If he gets that on target, it would have to be a brilliant goal. It would have to have been a brilliant goal for it to have gone in. But had it gone in, it would have been bloody annoying. It would have been a bloody good goal. You know what I mean? And that was just from one ball over the top. One ball over the top. No good at all. I need some water. So far, we've been playing for around 18 minutes. Nothing really concrete has happened. The goalkeepers haven't made any saves. The best chances came from areas where the final third pass wasn't there. Apart from that, nothing's really happened. McTominay out-strengthened Rodri, but no, he's not out-strengthening him. He apparently fouls him. Good to know. McTominay with the foul on Rodri. But Rodri really shouldn't be getting out muscle there. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. And here is Rodri on the ball. He's got quite a bit of space in the middle now. No, he's not. He plays it back to John Stones, who switches it over to the right side. The right-hand side. Walking out. Stones. Diaz. Now Diaz again. Like I say, it has been much more of a light press from both teams as opposed to the much heavier press that United were deploying right at the start of the game. But nothing's really happened. Like I say, nothing's really happened so far. Nothing has happened. Both teams, as Gary Neville says, are being quite sluggish in possession. I don't know if it's... I don't know why that is so far. I don't know if they just need to find their rhythm. But here is a switch over to the left-hand side for João Cancelo. And there could be an overload here if Sterling is in support. Greenwood, the striker, has come all the way over to right-back to assist, which just shows you how defensive they're being. De Bruyne with a lovely interchange. Raheem Sterling's in the box. He's going to try to have a shot here. Brilliant play from Sterling. Oh, but blocked. There were too many players. There were too many players crowding him out. It was absolutely brilliant play from Sterling and De Bruyne. De Bruyne played in a little 1-2. He beats Wan-Bissaka. He absolutely does him. Wan-Bissaka absolutely sold himself, but Maguire, I think it was, did stand his ground, to be fair to him. He did stand his ground. And it meant that there was no goal for Sterling, but goodness me, that could have been a goal. That's been the best opportunity for either side so far. An actual shot in the game. That's what we want to see. We want to see some shots. That would be nice. That would be nice. There we go. United will just bring it back to their own half. They'll chill out. They'll chill out a bit. Wan-Bissaka. Now it was good though, because in the recent Manchester derbies, Wan-Bissaka has basically had Sterling's number every single time. So it was very good to see Sterling just absolutely sit down Wan-Bissaka. That was very nice. That was very nice indeed. And we just need to get more of those balls in. Sterling running in. Really bad ball from Rodri. And Pogba is potentially in now. He plays in Rashford. Fernandinho wasn't able to get it out. And it's apparently a foul. So many chances to clear the ball, and City said no to all of them. Rodri gave the ball away and then fouls. Really bad play from Rodri. As we say, in a dangerous area. Not a good sign. Really not a good sign. And United, and this is very worrying because this is an incredibly similar situation to the free kick that United had in last year's derby at Old Trafford, I think it was. The first goal where Bruno Fernandes just chipped it over and Martial popped it in. It's basically the exact same position. Looks like Rashford's going to try to power shot it, potentially. Bruno Fernandes is also over it. I'm concerned this is going to be a goal. Fernandes with a shot. Nope. Wait. Get it out then. Okay, it's going to be a corner to United. A corner to United. And it hit who? It hit Rodri on the head, who blocked it. McTominay let it go out for a corner. And this is bad because United very nearly scored from a corner previously. That they did. So this will be interesting. Yes, it bloody will. Luke Shaw with the cross, and that's bad. Oh, I thought Pogba was going to get on that then. He doesn't, and Fred chips it back in. Diaz, I think, is out. Can Jesus start a counter-attack here? No, he can't. Cancelo trying to... Looks like there was a foul by Pogba on Cancelo there. But it's been pretty tame from City so far. Pretty tame. Pretty tame so far. Not very exciting first 25 minutes. Players making certain mistakes like Rodri, which is very disappointing to see. And normally in the Manchester derby, it's a bit more exciting by this point. There's a bit of a switch there. Very good play. Cancelo plays in. Raheem Sterling here is on the middle now. He's going to the penalty box. But Maguire is able to tidy up quite easily there. Good play there from Diaz, who chests it out. Rodri switches it back into Fernandinho in the middle. And here's Riyad Mahrez. Now he tries a little dink into Jesus. Oh, he just got too much on it, I think. It was a difficult chance. He did get to the ball ahead of Wan-Bissaka, but he just couldn't control the shot. Lovely play from Mahrez to chip it into him. But he just can't catch it, Jesus. He can't quite catch it. It's a very difficult chance. It is a half chance. Yeah. He didn't have to score that. I don't even know if Aguero would have scored that. Delhi TV. No one's dominating, to be honest, Delhi. Well, the last 10 minutes of possession, City have had 73%. If you want to say that that's domination. I'd say City have had the better chances. But they're not really dominating. United have had a couple of dangerous moments on City's goal. But like I say, it's been quite tepid and tame so far. We're 26 minutes in. Nothing's really happened. Sterling had a shot blocked, which is probably the closest we've come to a goal because he sat down Wan-Bissaka. But apart from that, it's been pretty on as even, to be honest. As Rodri's fouled by McTominay, there was no need for him to go in like that. But he did. I thought he was going to pick up a yellow, but he did not. How are you doing, Delhi TV? How are you doing? McTominay is having a bit of words with the referee. He's not very happy about something. Okay. And it looks like Mahrez, De Bruyne will be over this free kick. It's going to be a cross rather than a shot because it's way too far out for a shot, obviously, and it's too wide for a shot also. So it's probably going to be a little shot, a little cross rather. Apologies. Mahrez with the cross here into the United box. Oh, John Stones nearly got onto it, but not quite. Enjoying the live commentary, good stuff. Well, we also provide analysis, as you can see from the tactical board. When something interesting happens, I'll be able to dissect it, but currently nothing's really happening. Got to admit, it's been a bit boring so far. But it's a Manchester derby, so I will enjoy it and be interested no matter what. Because obviously I am a City fan. Maguire's come really high up the pitch here, and so you can hear everything. You can hear everything in the ground. And I think Maguire just shouted, "Fucking hell!" So that was funny. Here is John Stones now. Tra la 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 la. Oh, goodness me. Anyway, City are chilling at the back now. Walker into... Just stretching my shoulders. Might as well do something. Nothing else is happening. Ederson now is just going to punt it. Is it a long ball or is it a punt? It's a miscued long pass. A rare miscue by Ederson, who's normally so good at that. Gareth Southgate in the stands. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe he just wants to watch the match. I don't know. Does the England manager, like when managers do that, do they have to pay? Do we know? I wonder. Or is it just like, nah, you're the England manager, we'll give you for free? Or is it like, nah, mate, you still got to pay? I wonder how it works. I don't know. I don't really care that much. It's just more of an interesting thing rather than anything else. It would be funny if it was like, Gareth Southgate, yeah, 100 quid for that ticket, please, mate. Here's the bill. Okay, yeah, and in terms of attempts, we've had 3 for City, 3 for United. I'd suggest that City's attempts have been much more of a chance. Like if we had the XG figures, I'm sure that City's XG would be quite a bit higher. But the chances weren't clear cut. I don't think either keeper's really made a save, like of significance or note that I'm aware of. Rodri's putting the pressure on McTominay now, but they're able to quite nice to get out of it with a little triangle of Wan-Bissaka, and they are out of the press now. And Wan-Bissaka That was very fortunate, but Fernandez is in. No, he's not, because Walker did brilliantly to intercept that. But Ederson's given the ball away in an awful position. And Pogba's going to score, is he? No, he's not. Goodness me. Ederson, what are you doing? It is a corner. There was very good play from United. There was a little triangle on the right-hand side with Fernandez and Wan-Bissaka. Fernandez actually miscues the pass that Walker's able to get a hold of. Then there's no danger. But then Ederson just decides to go, nah, here you go, Fernandez. Here's the ball. Fernandez intercepts it. And Rashford probably could have left it for Greenwood, who was running in behind him, and that actually probably would have been a goal for Greenwood, but Pogba didn't know that, and he tries to take it and have a shot. It's deflected, and it is going to be another United corner. United's been dangerous from these corners, and it goes into Maguire, and it's over the crossbar with his slab head. His slab head. It was too high for him. But again, it's another attempt from a corner. And City just aren't able to deal with United at these corners. Fortunately, United haven't capitalised on any of them yet. But that is something that City are going to have to take a look at if they don't want to concede from a stupid corner. Because at this rate, United will score from a corner. Mark my poorly chosen words. Mark them. Ruben Diaz into João Cancelo now. We're on the City left-hand side. Rashford and Greenwood, and indeed all the United players are doing going back to the high press that we saw in the opening 5 minutes of the game. Ederson with a lovely pass into Kyle Walker now. They're able to beat the press. Mahrez trying to get past Luke Shaw, and he's able to do so. Mahrez with his twinkle toes. Is he going to try to play in Walker? He tries, but he fails. More importantly, he fails to play in Walker. And Walker needs to get back now. He's been a bit, slow boy. But doesn't matter because that's a really poor pass from United by Bruno Fernandes, in fact. And it's a City throw on their right-hand side. But yeah, that's about it, really, from that perspective. Fernandinho with an attempted switch, but the ball wasn't on. Mahrez was not there. I must say, United are playing infinitely better than they did play against Leipzig. Not that that's difficult to do, because they were fucking awful against Leipzig. But, Sterling is trying to stand up Lindelof now on United's right-hand side. Sterling plays in Rodri, and Rodri tries to play in Sterling, but the ball wasn't on there. Fred's able to pick up the ball. Jesus is putting him under pressure. He's probably going to foul him, and he does. And that will stop the attack. It's a good tactical foul from Jesus. It's a good foul indeed. Just prevents the attack. It does seem at this point in the game like both teams would rather not lose than try to win at the moment. But that's the first half. You never know what could happen in the second half. You never do know. You never do know what's going to happen. We'll have to see, won't we? But at the moment, both teams not really wanting to overcommit. Both teams just sort of sussing each other out almost. United's best chances have come from set pieces. City's best chances have come from when they have been able to get in behind the United defence. But nothing clear-cut as yet. As we see that high United press again. Pogba is now the furthest player up the pitch for United. And it makes it very difficult for City to try and get out of the box. Oh, were you a City fan, Deli? I didn't even know. At the moment, we're our chance of winning at Old Trafford. To be fair, to be honest, I think it's 50-50. I'll always back City to win. Doesn't matter who they're up against. But nothing's really happened in the game to us. What is happening here, Ederson? What are you doing? Goodness me. Him and Stones nearly had a massive miscommunication there. But Jesus has got away from Wan-Bissaka here. De Bruyne is playing in Riyad Mahrez. He could have a shot here. Oh, but De Gea and De Bruyne puts it over the top from the rebound. That had to be a goal. That had to be a goal. It's a lovely play. Lovely bit of play. Jesus does really well to outstrength Wan-Bissaka. He plays in De Bruyne brilliantly, who plays in Mahrez brilliantly. He cuts onto his left foot. De Gea does the save. He needs to hit it first time. Unfortunately, De Bruyne gets too much on it. But he really should score that. He really should score that, in my opinion, De Bruyne. He's good enough to score that goal. So yeah, Delhi, based on that, it's a good chance, but that's the thing. They've had two quite good chances now. They had a Sterling one where Sterling sat down Wan-Bissaka, but then Maguire got in the way. So they do need to convert these chances if they want to score and therefore win the game. That's the situation that we're in. It's all going to be about who can take their chances. It sounds obvious, and it is obvious, but you know. Edison just needs to calm down a little bit. He's made a couple of mistakes already in terms of his positioning, wanting to come out when he shouldn't really come out. He just needs to calm down a little bit. Probably the best chance of the half. De Bruyne's my fantasy team. Yeah, it is absolutely the best chance of the half. That's the hypest I've got for this so far. It was a really nice counter-attack from City. Jesus got away from Wan-Bissaka. And Wan-Bissaka, who normally has good games against Man City, isn't having the best of games so far. Lindelof is holding his face for some reason. Is he alright? I think he's alright. I think he's alright. Don't know what's happening there. So Sterling's never scored against Man United. Okay. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. He's probably got plenty of assists. Who cares? He's probably got more wins than losses against United. That's all that matters at the end of the day. To be honest. Okay. I don't know why, Delhi, but your messages are coming through like 3 or 4 times. It's bizarre. That's really weird. Okay. United now have the ball. They're just chilling at the back now. Fortunately, they haven't really been able to create anything so far outside of being from a corner. There's not really much to commentate about this game, this half so far, to be honest. That was like the one bit of quality that we saw. The City on the break, United not able to deal with it, and then goalkeeper coming to the rescue. But here's Bruno Fernandes now, on City's right-hand side, in City's defensive third. Pogba on the ball now. He's going to have a long shot. Is he? No, he's not. He plays it. Wan-Bissaka's put a lovely ball into the box, but no, it's not actually a lovely ball. It's far too far, and it goes up for a throw-in. Ignore me. There's way too much on it. There's way too much on that ball. Thought Sterling scored in the game when we eventually lost 3-2. We were 2 up in the first half. No, so Kompany and Gundogan scored those goals. Kompany, I was there. I remember I was there. Sorry about the repeat. I don't think it's you. I think it might just be my streaming software or something. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry about it, my guy. It would be an issue on my end. I don't really care. It's funny. Did that not go out? Mahrez, play to the whistle, my guy. Play to the whistle. Luke Shaw is doing a lovely little combination with Rashford here on the left. It's now out to Bruno Fernandes, who puts a great cross in, and it goes out for another Manchester United corner. Goes out for another corner. I might, what I would do is, if I just do this. Do we have the chat box already? Right, I'll try to add another chat box. See if that solves it, because that's just bizarre, isn't it? I did say United would score from a corner, and they don't. I do think they will score from a corner, though, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, City need to switch on at these corners. Every single one has been a threat. If they get one of these right, they basically won the ball every single time. If they get one right, they get a goal. And the way this game is going... Right, this is mad. I'll just have to remove the chat box for now. I can still see the chat, it just can't come up on the screen, that's all, that's fine. Wonder why it's doing that. But yeah, and the way this game is going, I feel like this might end 1-0. Watch this end like 5-5 now. It just doesn't have the feel. It just doesn't have the feel of a very high-scoring game. All right, coming in, going like Pogba had blue blur and said he did, yeah. That was basically the redundant derby because City had basically won the title anyway. And I remember being so confused because the United fans properly celebrated, United players and fans properly celebrated as if it meant anything, and it was like, but guys, City will just win the league next game. Does it really matter? It was really bizarre. It was a really bizarre one because it was like, you're 19 points behind. Why are you celebrating? Do you understand? Okay. City on the left-hand side here with Raheem Sterling. Lindelof's going to try and stand him up. Sterling tries to play in Riyad Mahrez, but a bit too much on the ball. Mahrez is being forced out now by Maguire, and it goes for a throw-in. Bit of miscommunication there. This is really poor quality from the City that we're used to seeing, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty tepid. Pretty tepid stuff. Yeah, the performance has been poor from both teams, to be honest, but you do expect more from Man City. You do expect more from City in these games, to be honest. Pogba's fallen to the ground for some reason. Not sure what that was all about. Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side now. McTominay, they don't really press McTominay. They just sort of let him have the ball. So I don't know what that tells you. I think you need to switch things up a notch. Second period. United know to play really well in the final 45 minutes. What substitutions do you think can rescue this game? Well, good question. Shall we have a look at the substitutions? See what City could do. So Foden could come on. Ferran Torres could come on. Bernardo Silva could come on. I don't like the double pivots, to be honest. That's my view. So I'd say maybe take off Fernandinho. Take off Rodri because he's not having a good game anyway. Go more attacking. Go for it. Take the risk. Put Fernandinho as a sole defensive midfielder. Oh wait, United have a chance there. Mason Greenwood shooting chance. Really good defending from Ruben Diaz. Goodness me. Another blocked shot. But yeah, as I was saying, Fernandinho there, and then De Bruyne there, and then I'd have Foden. I'd bring on Foden because he'd bring dynamism. Obviously he'd be well up for it. Him being a City fan, obviously. Not that the players who are on the pitch right now aren't up for it, but you know what I mean. It's a bit different, isn't it? When it means that much, it's a bit different. But yeah, the communication. I'd maybe take off one of Mahrez or Sterling because at the moment they're playing pretty poorly. There's no link up or chemistry going on, to be honest. So maybe Ferran Torres because he's having a really good time in the Champions League. So maybe he deserves a chance in this game. I don't know. But this is below average from what I'd expect City I expect Pep to absolutely shout at them in the what's it at halftime. It's a foul by Lindelof and De Bruyne on the halfway line. But as we see, the camera does pan to the options that City have. There's Ferran Torres and Phil Foden. I'd suggest bring them on. I'd bring them both on. I'm sure that United are happy with a draw, to be honest. I don't think they should be happy with a draw. 1, because they're at home. 2, because they're Man United. And 3, because of the trouncing they got in midweek, falling out of the Champions League. They need something to boost spirits. For me, if I'm a United fan, I don't think that a draw is good enough. But I do think that Solskjaer would be happy with a draw. To be honest. Sorry, the announcer just took me by surprise. There's just me 1 minute of added time here. Nothing's really happening. Sterling does really well there. Can he play in Jesus? No, he can't, because Lindelof was all over him. Oh, he just took one touch too many. Fred with a lovely little roulette to get away from De Bruyne. That was very nice play. Lovely play. That's really bad pass though from Rashford. And it goes out of play. Like I say, it looks like this half is going to end 0-0. Very boring, to be honest. Yeah. Really boring first half, but that's the situation we're in. That's fine. And there you have it. 0-0 at half time. De Bruyne probably should have scored. Sterling could have scored. United's best chances are from set pieces. You think of the corner, you think of the what? Yeah, you think of the corners and the free kick. But apart from that, really, it's been either team's game, to be honest. This site is saying that apparently United players have an average higher rating. I assume that's because of the interceptions and tackles, because I'd suggest in terms of possession, City have slightly higher. Yeah, as we can see there, 52.4% compared to United's 47.6%. That pass success rate, 85%. That might sound alright, but for City, that's really low. United are winning it in the air. They are the taller team. They've had 4 corners compared to City's 0. And it's been basically quite even. I do still maintain that City have had the better chances, but pretty redundant when what? When it's 0-0. So irrelevant, basically. Irrelevant. But that's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever for now. There's another 45 minutes. Anything can happen. Literally anything. Well, not anything can happen. A team could score a goal. But you know what I mean. Something could happen. Something could happen. You never do know, do you? Foden will love a goal against United. Win for City with demonstrated intent. Lifting the title. Rate the Stone Diaz pairing defence out of 10 the first 45. Yeah, they haven't really, to be fair, they haven't really been, what's the word? They haven't really been tested, to be honest. Yeah. So it's a bit hard to judge properly. So yeah, like I say, we'll just have to wait and see what the situation is. Oh, hello. That's repeating my audio. I don't like that. But yeah, shall we have a look at the Premier League table? Let's have a look at the Premier League table. Let's go to the old internet just to see what the situation is as it stands. Let's have a look-see. As we can see. So currently, this is as it stands, 0-0. So really, a draw doesn't do much for either team. It lifts City ahead of Villa, I guess. But Like I said, I don't think a draw is good enough for either team. I think both teams should be going for the win. If either team win, so if United win, they actually go fourth. Well, yeah, both teams will go fourth, I believe. What's the goal difference? Yeah, both teams would go fourth if that happened. If one of them wins, I mean. So they do sort of need to both try to push the boat out a little bit if they want to catch the Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea trio, who are currently heading up the league. Yeah, been a very, very interesting season. Arsenal obviously just being shite all season. Oh, why is whoa, what is happening here? Oh, it's because the chat box isn't there. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Oh god, it's done a thing. Don't do the thing. Come back. There we go. But yeah, there's nothing really to even analyse in that first half, because nothing really happened. The best chances, Wan-Bissaka has not had a good game. I can say that much. Sterling's been able to get in once when De Bruyne did a little 1-2, and Sterling was able to run in, and he was able to waste Wan-Bissaka. He wasn't even on the screen. That's how much he did him, but then it was just a block shot, so it wasn't really an issue. And apart from that, there was that one opportunity where there was a counter-attack. Jesus led it. He played the ball through to De Bruyne. He played it to Mahrez. Mahrez had a shot from there, blocked out. De Bruyne's around here. Maguire's back here. De Gea's out there, and he skies it basically. He just got the touch wrong. Wasn't a blatant chance, but based on how good De Bruyne is, I did sort of expect him to score it, to be honest. So a bit surprised he didn't do it, but you can't have everything, can you? Let's have a look at some general stats in this half, shall we? If I go to the chalkboard, what's going to happen? Here we go. Okay, so I'm just sort of looking at some more stats here. So United have actually had more shots, but quite a few of them would have been from headers, from corners, so they would have just gone over straight away. United have blocked the ball a lot. All of City's shots have come from inside the box in relatively good areas. They've just been blocked or skied or whatever. That's been the issue. Yeah, it's just too many. Like this particular loss of possession stat here. 7 for United, 6 for City. Just too much sloppiness in midfield going on, I'd suggest. That's what I'd suggest. It is so hot in this room. God damn. God damn it. Oh, what are you up to this weekend, though, Deli? Clicked a button on my keyboard there. What are you doing this weekend, though, Deli? What are you up to? City should go for nothing, less than all 3 points. I totally agree with that. A win would... Oh, gosh. A win would give us confidence we need ahead of what I expect to be a tough win to schedule. Well, absolutely. It's going to be a tough winter for everyone, isn't it, unfortunately? Obviously due to fixture, congestion, etc, etc. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting what happens. We'll just have to see, won't we? We'll just have to see what occurs. Like I said, I'm with you. I do hope that they do that, but you never know. Change stream category. There we go. So we've got a few minutes until the second half. There's not really much, honestly. Like it's annoying because like in the Leipzig United game, there was so much to talk about. There was so much to analyse because it was so interesting. And this game has just been pretty, like I say, just boring, tepid. Boring and tepid, I think is how you'd have to describe it. Which is a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a Manchester derby. You want it to be entertaining, don't you? And it just bloody hasn't been. TBH IMO. Just hasn't been. Oh, goodness me. Do you have a Facebook account, Deli? If so, make sure to go to the LNobbins Facebook page and follow there. And if you share the stream, as a Facebook viewer, a lovely little animation appears. Well, not an animation, but a little video of me doing a little jig appears. I can't wait for that to happen for the first time. That'd be so dumb. But yeah, I'm so sorry. It's a bit boring. There's just nothing to fucking talk about. I'm just thinking of anything that could have happened. Well, first of all, I need to change the fact that fucking what's it? Maguire's in goal for some reason. We need to sort that out. Let's sort that out right now. Oh, did someone just like the stream? Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've got some notifications here. Hey, Emmanuel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for following on Facebook. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy yourself here. How are you doing? Whereabouts in the world are you from, my guy? Whereabouts in the world are you from? Let me know. Or if you don't want to chat, just let me know. Oh, thanks, Deli. Appreciate it. Don't have to. Like I say, it's just a funny little a funny little thing happens if you do it. That's all. I wonder what is happening with this YouTube chat. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. It's just on my. I've had to deactivate it now just because it was too mad on the stream. It just keeps recycling all your messages. It's so weird. Don't know why. Thank you so much, Emmanuel, to reacting to all my videos like that. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Emmanuel Ema. Like I say, let me know in the world. Let me know where in the world you're from. Okay, how are we doing in terms of the bloody second half? Can we get some more football, please? As we see a trailer for Cyberpunk 2077, which is apparently a bit of a disappointing game, which is a shame to hear. Okay, Sarah. I will get it at some point, no doubt, but you know how it is. Okay, what could City do in order to change the game? Like I say, I think they have to be braver. I think they should bring on Foden. I think he should have started. I don't think they should play a double pivot. I understand the reason for the double pivot because he's obviously a bit cautious that United are just gonna hit City on the break. But at this point, I think you just need to go for it, don't you? Don't you? I mean, maybe you don't. I think you do. I think you should just go for it. But that's just me. That's what do I know about football? Literally nothing. I just talk about it and stream it. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at the. I'm just gonna see the general ratings. See what the players are playing at currently. Who's the worst player for City? Jesus is on 6.1. That surprised me because he's done quite a bit of good stuff in attack. I guess that's just because they haven't done much. Who's the best performing player on the pitch? Fred is at a 6.8, or Luke Shaw's at a 6.9. That doesn't really surprise me. But yeah. Oh, sorry, Deli, you are Emmanuel. Apologies. I got so confused then. I got so confused. So you're Emmanuel, is that right? Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Well, thank you so much for following us on Facebook. Like I say, if you want to, so if you actually share the stream video on Facebook, then, like I say, a little animation of me doing a jig will happen. So make sure to share it, and that'll be funny for me. We've been So you mean favorite team for as long as you remember? Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. You made a very good choice. I'll give you that. Okay, it is 6:30 now, which means it must be getting to the second half. Surely, come on, give us some more bloody football. Please give us some more football. Goodness me. Oh, I'm so sweaty. I'm sure you guys all wanted to hear that. Next, it's the second half live. Good stuff. Good stuff, because I need some bloody football in my life right now. I need it. I need it. So would you rather I refer to you as Deli or Emmanuel, my guy? I've been calling you Deli all this time. I don't know if you prefer Emmanuel. Let me know. Let me know and I will adjust accordingly. I will adjust accordingly. Saturday Night Football, we see Michael Richards in his flat cap, Roy Keane. Hey! Thank you so much, Deli. Did you like that little jig and that little music? It's dumb, but it's funny, hopefully. That's the idea. Looks like there's no immediate changes at halftime. Which is fine, I guess. But I think they should make changes, because they haven't been good enough in the first half. Hello, Beauty Suso. How you doing? How you doing, Beauty Suso? I'll call you Suso if that's alright. How you doing this fine day? How are you doing, Susu? Susu? Suso? How should I be pronouncing that? I don't even know how I should be pronouncing that, to be honest. But yeah, let me know how you are. Da 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 da. Ah, you're French. Something the match. What does vous voir mean? Vous voir. I'll have to. Je m'appelle LNobbins. What does that mean? French to English. Here we go. French to English. You want to see the match? Well, you better get a subscription to watch the match then. Yeah, I think you're right, Deli. I think a double substitution is required. Make sure to subscribe, Suso, if you do want to. Le subscribe. Je m'appelle LNobbins. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Pourquoi? Mon poulet est prêt. And the second half has started. No changes. No changes at halftime. No changes at halftime. And we get the second half started. Here we go. Let's hope this is more interesting than the first half. The French accent. Hey, I did French at GCSE. I got a C. It was my worst one. Hey, oh Deli, I didn't even know you weren't subscribed. I thought I'd see. Oh, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. I thought you'd already subscribed. I thought we'd already spoken to each other. Am I being dumb? I'm sure I've seen you here before. Thank you so much for subscribing though, Deli. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I released a YouTube video today, actually. Make sure to go and have a look at that if you're interested. Oh, Cancelo, that's a shite ball, man. Cancelo did well up through the midfield, but then he just gave it away at the last bloody second. But yes, so if you're still there, make sure to subscribe on YouTube, as Deli has just demonstrated how to do so. That is how you do it. Okay. Okay. Pogba on the right-hand side here. He's being hounded rather, by Fernandinho. But he switches it over to Wan-Bissaka. He's just able to control the ball and plays it into McTominay. And Rodri is going to get booked definitely after that because he just absolutely took McTominay down. There's going to be a brilliant switch here, and then Rashford's going to score. This is going to be a goal. Is that a foul? It's a penalty. It's a penalty to Manchester United. What was Walker thinking? What was Walker thinking? Once again, it's a penalty for Manchester United. Is he offside? Wait, what? Is that... Gosh, that's so soft if you're giving that. I think he might be giving us offside here, so it might be irrelevant. But at the moment, it's a penalty to Manchester United. That is so fucking soft, though. Rashford goes down like a sack of shit. And why wouldn't you, to be honest? Why wouldn't you? You want the penalty for your team. I think that Rashford is slightly offside. Like, we are talking centimeters. Fortunately, Rashford, it looks like Rashford's just offside. But Walker keeps giving away penalties. He gave one against Liverpool. And that cost City the win because City should have won that. Offside is given. Offside is given. Thank goodness. It was quite clearly, you could see it. I could use my eyes and see it. He was indeed offside. He was indeed offside. Yep, but yeah, don't worry, Delhi. VAR were checking it. It was offside. All good. It was because it wasn't even. It might have been a foul. It might have been a foul, but the relevance is that it was offside. But it wasn't even like that tight. Like, I could tell with my eyes that he was offside. So the fact that VAR has to intervene, to me, suggests that our linesmen need more training. That's just me, but whatever. So United denied a penalty because of an offside decision. What Walker was doing, again, just going in. It was incredibly soft, but it doesn't matter. It's still a penalty, whatever. Yeah. Oh, De Bruyne slips, unfortunately. He slips and he has a little fit. Fortunately, looks like Walker's going to get just ahead of Shaw. There we go. But Walker is an incredibly lucky boy. He's way too aggressive sometimes. Reckless. He always puts his legs in where he shouldn't do. And regularly gives the ball... Not gives the ball away. Regularly gives penalties away. And he just needs to get that out of his game. Because like I say, he's just a liability at the moment. You always know as an opposition winger, if you can just attack Walker and get in the box, he's probably going to foul you. But here is João Cancelo on the left-hand side now, played in by Jesus. João Cancelo plays it back to Rodri. He's got De Bruyne support. He searches instead for Jesus, who's in the box now. He's gonna have a little dig here. He just a little. He tried a little ball roll. It was too much. There was too much going on there. And it goes out for a Manchester United throw, does it? No, it goes for a City throw. Okay, don't know what McTominay was doing there then. He was marshalling it out, but it was a City throw. Very confusing. But whatever. Is it going to be a corner to City? I think it is. I think it is. Yes, it's going to be a corner to Man City now, and I believe this is the first corner of the game for Manchester City. Yeah, it is indeed. United have had 4, City 1. City aren't the best at corners. In fact, it's a short corner. They didn't even bother to punt it into the box. That's fine. Statistically, you score more from a short corner than a long corner. But a cross didn't even end up coming into the box, and it just goes out for a Manchester United throw. So, yeah. That's whatever. Excuse me. Okay. This second half has not done Man City any favours, really. They haven't really improved. Very much so. This had better not be a 0-0. Well, it better not be a 1-0 to United. But you know what I mean? At the moment, it's... Watch me eat my words. It's looking more like it's going to be a 0-0 more than anything else. But United are actually in here on the attack, and Greenwood just plays it too wide. But João Cancelo just gets absolutely done by Greenwood. He's able to run in the middle. Diaz gets done. Fortunately, it's just wide, and it's all fine. It's all good. But again, that is very dangerous. Very dangerous. From a Manchester City perspective. Jesus plays a lovely little ball into De Bruyne here. It looked like he was thinking about taking the long shot. He didn't. De Bruyne, I'm not sure he was trying to find there. He finds Fernandinho. Is he going to go for the long shot? He is. That would be fantastic if it went in, but obviously it's not. And De Gea is able to prevent the corner. Good play from De Gea there. Good play from De Gea there. But City are going to come back again. Recycling out from the back. Come on, City. I'm the only City fan at home. For United fans, Walker better not ruin my chances of bragging tonight. We'll have to see, won't we, Dale? It depends. He is, like we've said, he is a bit of a liability. Do I think I don't think Mendy is. If Walker was a left back, he'd be Mendy. Mendy's even more of a liability, which is a shame because I really liked Mendy, like at Monaco. He's just been injured far too many times. And he's just not the player that City bought now, unfortunately. Sterling's gone down and stayed down. No, he's come out now. Rashford is in here, though. And he has a shot, but it's well wide. He probably should have just waited. He probably should have just waited and maybe cut in on the right. But City need to switch on here. There have been a couple occasions now. Where United have been able to get in behind... Manchester City's defence, and it's not good from a Man City perspective. It ain't good. It ain't good at all. It ain't good at all. City will have the ball now. Yes, they will. No, they won't. United have the ball now. Okay. Quality commentating from LNobbins right there. Fernandes is just going to chill. Luke Shaw's on the ball now. De Gea punts it up. He goes long, and it goes... Oh, Diaz just missed the ball there. Brilliant. That was bizarre. I don't know if he meant to do that, but he just sort of got under it and just missed it entirely. Bizarre. Walker tries to play into De Bruyne here. It's just going to easily go out, though. Jesus isn't really anywhere. It's a massive shame that Aguero isn't available for this game. He's not even on the bench. Imagine bringing him on for Manchester Derby. But yeah, it's just been. I don't even know what the issue is, to be honest. It's just been a bit boring. I mean, as Maguire just gives the ball away. Okay, interesting. It's going to be a City throw in here. But yeah, City just need to switch on. They've not been at it today, in both offensively and defensively. I don't think the double pivot is doing that many favours. I think maybe a double pivot of Fernandinho, Rodri is too defensive. Maybe. If it's Gundogan, Rodri, or Gundogan, Fernandinho, at least Gundogan will occasionally do a bit of interplay, you know, tiki-taka, catchy monkey, and we'll try to get up the pitch a little bit and create. I think Rodri's trying to do that, but he's not having a good game. He's not really been able to do anything, to be honest. As Walker just gives the ball away to Rashford. Excellent. That was not good from Walker. Again, he's not having a great game. He's not having a great game. Such a shame. Such a shame for Kyle Walker's perspective. Okay. Here is the Wan-Bissaka. Out to Shaw. Bruno Fernandes now seems to have moved over to the left-hand side. Okay. And Lindelof and Maguire just playing it out from the back a little bit. Bruno Fernandes actually went to the left back to try to play that pass. Very interesting. But Stones is going to be able to pick the ball back up. Plays it into Rodri, and we're just going to reset and start again. There's just been no urgency. No urgency. From definitely from City, United are just happy to just sit back at this point. In fact, what's the possession? I feel like City's possession has been a lot. Well, United, I think. No, it's only 51%. Never mind. It just appears that they've had a bit more possession. I'm just talking absolute shit though. It appears. In the last 5-10 minutes though, I would say that City have had more of the ball, but they're not really doing anything with it. Like I say, United are fine to just chill, sit back, maybe sneak a goal on the counter. Again, really bad ball from Rodri. That's just representative of his entire what's the word? His entire game, to be honest. What's this? Aguero's second half scoring Manchester Derby, only behind Rooney. Sadly couldn't be at Old Trafford. It sounds so absurd to have to lap. Yeah, Deli. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting call. Oh, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, it's just been a bit boring. De Bruyne is trying. De Bruyne's trying his absolute hardest to do something for this team, but his teammates aren't really doing much. There is still 30 minutes to go. Anything can happen. Will anything happen? Doubt it. Yeah, as I say that, Jesus nearly had a half chance there. City have the ball in United's defensive third. Riyad Mahrez now. Rodri into Walker on the right hand side. This is a bit more like it from Walker. He tries to play in Mahrez. He's just too much on that. Fortunately, Rodri is able to prevent the counter attack before it gets away to Rashford. Could have been dangerous counter attack. Like I said, I think United just committed to the counter attack right now, which I think is absolutely unbelievable, given that you're at home and it's a derby, and you want to play like this. Wan-Bissaka's all over João Cancelo, but then falls over. Fernandinho now, is he going to have a shot? And it's well wide. Well wide. He was never going to score that. At least he had a go, though, I guess. I don't know. At least he had a go. You got to have a go, do you know what I mean? I thought he was going to cross it, but he didn't. He went for the goal. He's never going to score that. Like, I've no idea. I've no idea how that would have gone in any reality. I think Bernard should come on for Rodri to go a bit more attacking style at the stage. Yeah, Rodri just hasn't been at the races today. I'm still of the opinion that Foden should come on. That's just me. I think he should play him in the midfield role that he wants to play in, and I think you should try to find a way to bring on Ferran Torres as well. Because he has proven in the Champions League that he's been more than capable of scoring the goals, creating the goals. It's going to be a City throw-in. Oh, Solskjaer with a deft touch. Or was that Solskjaer? Might have been his assistant. I don't know. I don't bloody know. I'm just happy that penalty was not given, because this is going to end 0-0 or 1-0 at this rate. So if that penalty went in, I think that's the game. I think United win 1-0. Just at the moment, I can't see City scoring, to be honest. It's not even like a game where City are creating chance after chance after chance and they're just not scoring, or they're not converting, or the other side are doing a really good defence. Especially this second half, if anything's been worse than the first half, they at least created a couple of good efforts in the first half. Yeah. Let's see what occurs here. De Bruyne is going to cross it in now, and it's way out. No one's ever going to get on the end of that. De Bruyne, too much on the free kick, and the runs aren't good enough. Just a double whammy of not being good enough. again, it's just indicative of the game as a whole. You can't even really say that United have had a bad game because they'll be loving this. They'll be well happy with this. And Pogba's now gotten away with from Fernandinho. He's absolutely out-muscling him. That is a bloody awful pass. No, it's not. Never mind, because Fernandes is on the back stick. Walker loses out to Fernandes, and it's a throw-in. Walker's picked up the corner flag and throws it on the ground. That's been the best bit of this game. Kyle Walker accidentally picking up the corner flag. That's been the most entertaining bit of this game so far. Goodness me. Come on. Anything. Can anything happen? Can anything happen? Literally anything, my guy. My guy. And here's Pogba now. Pogba, I can't believe, I just still can't believe that Solskjaer's playing him after the shithousery that him and his agent have got up to. I still can't believe that. But as he demonstrated in Leipzig, he just sort of need him, so it's sort of like needs must, to be honest. That's the situation. Da, 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 da. Here we go. On the right hand side now. Well, United's left. Maguire, Lindelof. I'm just naming players. If United got that penalty at the death below the game, haven't really seen City turn around games from losing positions too many times. Yeah, well, especially the way they're playing right now, there's no way City's scoring 2 goals in this game. Like I say, this is going to end. If City are going to win, it's going to be 1-0. I think it probably will be 0-0. Or it could be United get a goal and then they get a second. As we saw with the most recent derby when they got one and then they got one right at the end because City had to overcommit, etc. I think that's what's going to happen. I really can't see City scoring, to be honest. And again, we're in the 64th minute now. We're in the 64th minute and Pep isn't changing anything. And United are looking the more dangerous team now. Here's Pogba on the right-hand side. He plays in Bruno Fernandes. And Rashford does not get in the way because Rodri intercepts that ball. Diaz is able to clear. It's a foul on Jesus by Wan-Bissaka, who just sort of runs into him. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, Jesus just injured by... fouled, rather, by Wan-Bissaka there. I don't think any players had a good game, to be honest. Again, these ratings are saying that United players have had the better game. That would just be because they've been... Like, City's best players apparently been Fernandinho. The worst player for both teams are their attackers. Jesus and Greenwood have got the lowest ratings. So it just goes to show you what kind of game it's been, to be honest. Ferran Torres is apparently warming up, though. So that could be good. That could be good. They need to do something. If you can hear a sort of whirring sound right now, girlfriend has just popped in the shower, and for whatever reason the shower does that for the opening like 10 seconds. I don't know why it does that, but it does it. Walker's found a bit of space and he's switched it over to Raheem Sterling here. He's going to be up against Wan-Bissaka, his arch enemy. Is he going to be able to take him on here? He tries to cross it back. It's going to be a corner, is it? No, it's a goal kick. Wan-Bissaka doesn't there. Sterling's hair is awful. I'm sorry, I really don't like that style on Sterling. I much prefer the style he had last season. Mahrez is coming off for Ferran Torres. I think that's the correct decision. Mahrez has been very quiet. He had that one chance in the first half where De Bruyne tried to play him in. But it's not a change of system. So Ferran Torres, the number 21. Wait. As we do some on-screen editing here. Ferran Torres, the number 21, comes on for Mahrez. As we have just said, though, it's literally just a like for like. It's literally just a like for like. which I'm a bit disappointed with. I think he should have changed the system. I think he needs to change the system. So I guess that means that Pep's happy with a 0-0, which is very surprising. But there you have it. Here's Ferran Torres now, his first involvement in the game. He does Luke Shaw, nearly. Oh, it was a very good recovery from Luke Shaw, who's had a good game at left back. He's probably been one of United's best players, although he just give the ball away there. And it's John Stones now, who's found himself in the right wing position. Fair play, Stones. It's going to be De Bruyne now. De Bruyne plays into João Cancelo. Is João Cancelo going to try to find Sterling, who's gone to a more central position now? Jesus is assisting on the left wing. Jesus from the left into De Bruyne. Stones asks for the ball. What is he going to do with it now he's got it? He plays it over to Torres, who's on his own on the right-hand side. Rodri now. Walker's made an inside run. Rodri switches instead to... Excuse me, João Cancelo. João Cancelo tries to stand up Wan-Bissaka. João Cancelo tries to play this to Jesus. Is he offside? He is not offside. Oh, and De Bruyne has not scored somehow. I just assumed he was offside, but no, apparently not. Jesus had the shot. Sorry, Jesus tried to play it back into De Bruyne, and the shot was blocked or saved, one or the other. I'm sure it would have been given as offside if it went in, but it wasn't given as offside is the point. So it may have been onside. Who knows? But I mean, this is the best I've seen City play in this second half. There's a bit more to it now. I don't think that's because Ferran Torres has come on. I think it's just, I don't know what it is, to be honest. Pogba intercepts De Bruyne's pass quite well there. He's going to have to foul Pogba here. He doesn't. And Fernandinho is just like, this is how you do it, sir. Fouls Pogba, prevents a deadly counter-attack, which is just a normal counter-attack now. McTominay on the ball. Wan-Bissaka is going to be up against Sterling. Sterling can't let him get the cross in. It's Bruno Fernandes now. Does a little back heel into McTominay. McTominay back to, who's that? Lindelof, and we're just sort of chilling now. I don't know if Jesus is staying on the left wing now and Sterling through the middle, but Fernandinho's just let Fred go through the middle. This is going to be a really good chance. No, it isn't, because Rodri does a really good recovery challenge there. And it's going to be a potential for City to counter-attack. De Bruyne plays a brilliant outside the football into Ferran Torres. He had Pogba on his arse, but he was able to somehow get the ball out. De Bruyne plays a cross, but there's no one there. Bizarre. But João Cancelo somehow is able to keep it in. De Bruyne is not happy at all. He literally did this. He literally did that. Like, he's not happy at all with he's not happy at all with the play that has occurred with his teammates. Pogba loses possession there. No running for you, my guy. I really don't know what's going on in this game. Sterling's haircut was much better last season. Fran will pop the game to life. It wasn't a sitter, but he probably should have scored it. Bruno Fernandes, Kevin De Bruyne hasn't delivered. Yeah, I know. It wasn't a sitter, but I thought, again, a player of his quality, he should score that goal. That's the thing. I think this is still technically the same bit of play, so I don't even know if it was offside or not, because I'm pretty sure this is still the same bit of play. The ball hasn't gone out for ages, it seems. Yeah, we've got 20 minutes left, and... That's my verdict of this match. Just like a bit meh. Bit meh. Edson now plays it into João Cancelo on the left. He plays it into Rodri. McTominay comes up to press, but Rodri switches it out to Kyle Walker. He keeps it in. Good touch by him. Plays it to Ferran Torres, who's had many touches this first half. He tries to do Luke Shaw for pace, not quite able to get there. He forces one of them to touch it, so they have to play it back. Here's Fred back to Luke Shaw. He's dillying and dallying. Is he going to play it to Lindelof? Sorry, Maguire. He does. Maguire's probably going to punt it. He does. But City intercept it with Rodri, and Sterling got a bit of space here now in the middle of the pitch. He's got De Bruyne and Cancelo in support on the left. He finds De Bruyne. Cancelo's going to potentially cross it here, and it's a City corner. It's a corner to City. But this has been just such a boring game. Luke Shaw has gone down. He's got a shirt over his face. I'm not sure what that signifies. It's off his face now. Yeah, looks like Martial is going to come on, but he might have to change that substitution. You might have to change that substitution if Shaw is injured. But Luke Shaw's got up. He seems to be fine. It might have just been like maybe he just got winded. Maybe just needed to chill out a little bit, you know. But City have a corner here. City who never score from corners and don't even beat the first man. Well done. Phone's coming and phoning Pep. If you get on the line to him right now, Dele, that'd be great. Yeah, City have definitely been more on top in this game. As De Bruyne, Jesus plays decent ball in. Sterling tries to do a diving header. Didn't quite work out for him. Yeah, I wouldn't say United have been penned back in this last 5-10 minutes, but they've definitely been the more defensive team. City have been able to get more into a sway of things. I'd say part of that's because I've noticed that Rodri and Fernandinho have pushed higher up the pitch significantly. Like Fernandinho, for example, is right in he's basically just occupying a couple meters ahead of the centre circle. I think in the first half and earlier in the second half, he was a bit deeper. And that means that they're able to create attacks higher up the pitch and intercept higher up the pitch, which is always a good thing. I think that could be what's happening. How many shots on target has Sterling had? Good question. Should we find out? Total shots. Well, Sterling has had 1 shot. He's had 1 shots on target. He's had no shots on target, apparently. Okay. Good. And what happened? What substitution happened there? What substitution just happened there? Did Martial come on for Greenwood? I think that's what happened. So Martial, where's Greenwood? So number 9 is Martial for Greenwood. Martial. Gotcha. Cheers, mate. That's going to be a different element as Bruno Fernandes has mistimes the shot. It does seem like both teams are just tired. I don't know if that's a legitimate excuse because City basically rotated their entire team. They basically rotated their entire team on Wednesday against Marseille. So I don't understand why they would be tired. But it's looked really just sort of... Yeah, the word is tired just from both teams. I don't know. I don't think it is fatigue. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is. But both teams aren't playing how I'd expect them to. Well, no. I expect United to play like this, to be honest. But I wouldn't expect City to play like this. Lindelof wins the throw in there. Good for him. Good for him. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. Goals in the final 15 minutes. We've had a stat here. United are joint second in the league with 8. They've had 8. Leicester are leading with 9. Newcastle have 8. United have 8. City score early goals rather than late goals, to be honest. They tend normally if they need a goal in the last few minutes, it means that they're struggling all game and it means that they won't score. So I would not at all bank on City to score in the last few minutes at all, whereas United are obviously experts at that. In fact, on Tuesday they scored 2 goals against Leipzig in the last 10 minutes. There was a chance for Rashford then. It was slightly too heavy. It was a big chance for Rashford. If he could just control it, he just couldn't get the touch correct. And like Neville says, he would have a one-on-one. And that's the issue with this game. I would say City have been the more offensive team. I'd say they have been the better team. But the reality is, if they don't score, United just get a goal on the break, and this game ends 1-0, and no one cares what happened in the game. It's 1-0 to United. I can't remember the last time a Manchester derby ended... Well, first of all, ended in a draw, but 2, ended in a 0-0. Like, when was the last time that happened? I want to know that. I want to know that. Fortunately for both teams, it's early days in the season. They will both stay in mid-table at this point, rather than if one of them won the game, they'd go 4th. But it is early days. Anything can happen in the season. City have just started to get into their rhythm in terms of the season. They were really poor at the start, but they're playing a lot better in relative terms. Is that a corner? No, it's a United goal kick. It's a goal kick. Do you think there'll be any late upsets in this one? Oh, it just dropped something. If there is going to be a late upset, it's going to be in the form of a United goal. I think this is going to be 0-0 or 1-0 to United, to be honest. City aren't creating anything, and United also aren't really creating anything, but they don't need to because of the way they're playing the game. They just need one counter-attack chance, Rashford or Martial in, one-on-one with Ederson, composed clinical finish, and then they win. I think that will happen. I think it'll be a long ball in behind the defence, and that's what will happen. That's my view. But let's find out. Let's find out. Okay, United now on the ball. Pogba in a really dangerous position. Walker's just able to get to the ball, fortunately for City. Fortunately. I still don't understand, because Pep hasn't changed the system. He's just made a like-for-like change. He's obviously happy. He's obviously happy with how his team are doing. Which does surprise me. Sterling plays in Jesus here, and Maguire with a very cynical foul. That will be the game's first yellow card, because Jesus had a really good opportunity to play in De Bruyne there. That was good play from Jesus. Good play from Jesus. Unfortunately, just ends in a foul because Maguire took him down. So we never know what could have been. It's apparently the 3rd booking for Maguire this season, right after his bust up in Greece. I mean, De Bruyne is standing over this, I think, but I really doubt he's going to go for goal. I think more than likely he'll try to do a cheeky ball. Like, I think he'll more likely try to do a cheeky ball, more like to the right-hand side, like there, and then a cross comes in like that, rather than going straight for goal. That's my opinion. Watch him just go for goal now, and I'm just totally wrong. I'd love that. Here we go. It's De Bruyne. It's De Bruyne with a free kick. I don't think it's in a shooting position. Fred is doing the thing where you kneel behind the wall. Oh no, it actually is in a shooting position, to be fair. This would have to go right into the goalkeeper's top left-hand corner. It hits the wall. It was a potentially dangerous effort, but it hit the wall, and something that could have been interesting ends in something that's boring. And as we've said many times on the stream, that is the tale of this match. So you think, oh, this could be a chance. Nope. Oh, okay. Ferran Torres is potentially played in the back here. Luke Shaw gives away a corner, I think. I think Ferran Torres, since he's come on, has made... Ferran Torres has made a difference, I think. I think he's definitely performed better than Mahrez. Mahrez had a shockingly poor game for him. He's been playing quite well recently, but unfortunately for him, just not good enough. Ferran Torres has added a bit more energy and urgency. De Bruyne crosses the ball in now from the corner kick. Actually beats the first man this time, but McTominay just clears it out easily. Rodri, please don't go for goal. I mean, Cancelo just absolutely skies it. Wan-Bissaka wins it in the air, and he's going to be able to punt it up. Fortunately, the counter-attack was not on, and Cancelo intercepted. But again, that's just what they're going to play. It's not my kind of football. I hate watching that. If I'm a United fan right now, I hate this. At least City are trying to attack. They're trying to win. United just aren't arsed, it looks like. It looks like they're happy with a 0-0. Which, again, I just don't understand. Not only in the context of a draw doesn't really do anything for you, but also, oh gosh, as City just give the ball away there. But also in the context of, you're at home. You know what I mean? I think, in my view, you should attack. But yeah, both right now, it does, on paper, it appears that City are going to be more likely to score because they're attacking more, but you never do know, do you? Maguire on Sterling, nothing. Maguire says, shut up. Sterling's not happy with something. I don't really know what happened there. Nothing. I don't really know. Oh, he nuts him with his dick. No, it's just a goal kick. The bad hair on Sterling is causing the bad performance. These are the facts. De Gea is going to try a long kick up to Martial, but Stones just gets it out, and we're now with Walker. Oh, Shaw did a little good bit of pressing there. A good bit of pressing there. Yeah, I'm so amazed we haven't seen Bernardo Silva or Foden in this game. The attacking talent on that bench, I don't get it. They're not even really warming up properly. So it's not even like they're coming on. I'm so confused. Pep's happy with this system. He's happy with the way his team playing, obviously, because he hasn't changed it. So yeah, I'd suggest they should be making a big attacking change. Obviously, that's not what he's decided to do. Offside against someone, okay. The United Leipzig game was so much more interesting. It was all kicking off in that game. It was all kicking off. Oh, just realised that the thing isn't correct. Let me adjust that accordingly. There we go. Here's Maguire. Well, there's 6 minutes left for literally anything to happen. Literally anything could happen. Anything. Literally one goal at this point, and you get the 3 points. Ederson with a big boot. A lovely pass, actually, to Ferran Torres. Can he keep it in? He can. Shaw fouls him, surely. Yes, he does. Good play. Pep shakes Ferran's hand. Sam's in the chat. How you doing, Sam? As you can see from the stream, Sam, it's 0-0. It's an incredibly boring game. It's an incredibly boring game, to be honest. There's not much else to say. The Leipzig game against Man United was way more fun. Oh, shut up, Gary Neville. I can understand United's performance. Fuck off. They're at home. They're at home. You're at Old Trafford and you're camping in your box. Don't give me that shit. I can understand their performance. They're not attacking. What do you mean? Give me that shit. Here's Sterling now. Rodri plays it to no one. It was a really poor back. Again, just simple passes like that. Simple passes like that. They just can't get right, it seems. Torres into Jesus in the box. Fernandinho now, we've come outside the box. There's so many United players back. In fact, all 11 are behind the ball. There's just no space for them to operate anything. Pepe to cause a late upset right now. We need Bernardo for Rodri, film for Jesus. I don't think he will, though. That's the thing, Dele. He doesn't care which team's dominating. I'd suggest City are playing better, but no team's really dominating. United are more than happy to play on the counter-attack. They're clearly happy with a 0-0. I thought that Fernandinho and Martial were about to have a little kiss there. That was bizarre. And Fernandinho does get a yellow card for his trouble. His customary yellow card, of course. That's actually his first booking of the season. That's because he's what's it? He's been injured for quite a large portion of the season. I can't speak. Yeah, again, it just seems more like both teams had a fear of losing and they don't want to overly commit. And in doing so, they've produced an incredibly tepid, boring half of football. If this was Liverpool, like an actual decent team, I could sort of understand playing like this. Like a bit more conservative. They're still attacking more than United, but it's only United. You need to go for it. Because United will probably score on the counter-attack in these last 3 minutes. And speaking of, his Pogba on the ball. No, he just can't get it out. And United now have the ball. There's just no one on Martial in the middle. Bruno Fernandes has a shot on target, ladies and gentlemen. A spin and shoot, but it's pretty tame. And if that's a better shot, it goes in. Because it's a really awkward one. On the bounce. Oh, gosh. Oh, goodness me. It's all kicking off here. What's happening here? Oh, I've fucked this royally. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. I've ruined it. I've ruined the system. Oh, God. Can we get back to the match center, please? There we go. That was confusing. Are we there? No. There we go. Sorted. There we go. That's better. It will be another clean sheet for City if it stays like this, but who the fuck cares? To be honest. Boring. De Bruyne now. We've got João Cancelo on the left. He tries to play in Sterling, but Maguire's going to be able to marshal it out, and there you have it. Sterling's just not been there this game. Yeah. Sterling's just he's not had a great game, Sterling, I must say. I'm a huge fan of Sterling, but he's just been too easily shrugged off the ball at times. Which is a shame. Obviously, it's a shame. Fuck off, it's Solskjaer who's really settling for a point. Are you mad, commentator? Nah, it's a Manchester derby. There's just been nothing. Yeah, if I'm Liverpool, Spurs, Chelsea, who are also in the title race by virtue of them being ahead of both of these teams, I'm looking at this performance from both teams and I'm like, why am I scared of this? This is the competition. I'd be like, whatever. These aren't gonna win. Sounds like I haven't played with the urgency. Exactly. Goal derby would really disappoint. Well, I think that's what's going to happen, to be honest, Ellie. It does look like it's like I say, it's either going to be 0-0 or United will get a late one here because Bruno Fernandes is in. He has the shot. Oh, I thought that was going to nestle in the top left corner. It did not. It did not. But again, just City just being lazy in defence. No urgency. Could have potentially gone in. Could have potentially gone in. Fortunately, it didn't. I don't imagine we'll be having that much added time. Yeah, 2 minutes at a time. Literally nothing. That's nothing. Yeah, nothing's going to happen in this game, I feel like, right now. Unless... No. What a disappointment. What a disappointment. I was so... Imagine... Oh, I paid money to watch this game. I paid real money to watch this game and stream it for you guys. And it's been shite. Roger just has a random shot at goal for no reason. Okay. No, just not really working De Gea at all. Yeah. De Gea is just going to punt it out for the goal kick. Yeah, that's a good point. You can tell that nothing's happened in this game. Normally, you'd have like 5 minutes, 6 minutes at a time. Literally nothing has happened. Nothing has happened. Uh, 40 seconds left of this very boring game. But Jesus is in at the back. Oh, he's dicked around. He should have just had a shot. He could have scored. What's he doing? Oh, I've no idea. Oh, he was offside anyway. But goodness me. He still dicked around. He still should have got the shot on goal. He's well offside. It was bizarre. Jesus was in for like a split second. Yeah, this has just been a game that's lacked any form of quality from both teams, in fairness. More quality has come from City. I do maintain that. United have been more defensive. But Jesus Christ. This match has been boring. It's been very boring. There you go. It ends 0-0. When was the last time that happened in a Manchester derby? That was so boring. So boring. I can't. There's no point in me doing any analysis here because nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. Let's go. Let's just have a quick review of what happened in terms of the game. Literally nothing happened here, as we can see. Barely even any substitutions. Oh, I need to. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I need to change that right now. There we go. There we go. Literally nothing happened here. Again, it says a lot when who is City's best player on paper? João Cancelo and Wan-Bissaka. Luke Shaw. Full-backs, the two left-backs were the two best players on the pitch for both teams. Yeah, just bad. City had slightly more possession. Pass success rate increased a little bit. A few more dribbles, but really, nothing happened in this game at all. Very disappointing. Let's just see what that does to the Premier League table. There's literally nothing to talk about in that game because nothing happened, like I say. So we have a look at the standings. Again, you are absolutely laughing your head off if you're a Spurs, Liverpool or Chelsea fan, aren't you? Because nothing happened. And again, you look at those as your competition and you think, oh, you're not a threat really, to be honest. So yeah, City and United don't do anything and they both stay in mid-table. Which is a shame. West Ham obviously have a game in hand, so if... Well, no, actually no, because they've played the same amount of times now. Let's have a look at City's next games. So they're at home against West Brom. You'd expect them to win that. That's not guaranteed. Southampton have played well. League Cup, and then Newcastle. So the next, quote, big game isn't until the new year, away at Stamford Bridge. That will be a good one. But yeah, guys, that was bloody boring. Like I say. So sorry that it wasn't that entertaining. There wasn't really much to talk about, in fairness. There wasn't that much to talk about. Let me just do this. Wasn't that much to talk about, to be honest. Like I say, massive shame, massive waste of a potentially good game. Just wasn't good, was it? But it's whatever. It's whatever. That's how the cookie bloody crumbles. But yeah, it's whatever. That's fine. That's it. That's the stream. Thank you guys for coming into chat. Thank you so much, Deli, for following on Facebook and subscribing on YouTube. Much appreciated. Hope to see you at future streams. We'll be streaming tomorrow. Next football stream. I'm not sure when that will be. Whenever there's a match that interests me and entertains me. Hopefully it'll be better than that piece of shite. Jesus Christ, what a waste of time. But yeah. Have a good one, guys. Bye.